Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's SoCal Actual here, coming back with another video. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk a little bit about some compliant solutions for California if you're opting to maglock a rifle. We're primarily gonna talk about AR-15s, but I'm gonna show a couple other options too for those of you who might have some more Soviet-inspired weapons or some more German-inspired weapons. So once again, these videos they're not gonna be incredibly technical. I'm mostly just talking to you guys, so let me know in the comments all your thoughts. But first, we're gonna get started with this option here. This is the this was a part of this piece right here, and hopefully I can zoom into this later, but let me bring this to the camera here, see if you guys can see this here. Here's that. Yep. This guy. Oh, sorry. All right, so this is a part of the Juggernaut Hellfighter kit. This is something that you put this in your AR-15 lower receiver in lieu of the rear takedown pin, and you press it and it springs the action open. This is off of my rifle now because I had like almost a really bad failure with one of these, and this is probably the thing that if you go on Reddit or Calguns or anything like that, people will talk about how like they don't want to use maglock rifles because they could fail, and how do you clear a jam. This is exactly what happened to me when I used this guy. Know nothing of the company, not downing the company. All I know is I ran this in one of my first AR builds, and yeah, that thing, something happened, and the rear pin inside of the receiver that retains this pushed forward, and I could not split it open. There was a lot of prying and trying, and I finally got it out. And as soon as I got this thing removed, this got thrown into the parts bin, never to be seen, or never to be referenced again. So I'm gonna try to give a pro and a con to everything here. The pro is if it works for you. I know a lot of ARs, if you buy them completely built from Turner's or something like that, they might come with these installed, or another a gun store. But yeah, I would never ever put one of these on a gun again, ever, because of that thing. So we're gonna move on from that one. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. All right, what else do we got? Let's check out the AR Maglock. I think that's probably the most popular version. So let me go ahead and grab something that's using that. Oops, sorry, my mic just moved. And again, I'm a beginner YouTuber, so these videos aren't going to be as smooth as everyone else's. But here we go. All right, let me just. Okay, let's move this stuff up a little here. All right, let's move this here. Okay, so what we have here is my this is my LR 308 build. So this is my custom built 308 rifle. More on all of this, everything you're gonna see here, I'll have more information on all of these when I kind of go a little bit more into my collection. But for now, we're just it's just here to kind of demonstrate the purpose of the maglock. So if you look here, and I'll try to zoom in on this when we get more stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and try to bring it up to the camera here. Excuse me for 1 second, it's a little heavy. All right, so that little guy is an AR maglock for the AR-10 pattern rifles. So this, as you can see, if you're not completely used to California gun laws, that you have to have all these weird things on your guns if you want to run them featureless, which means you can freely remove the magazine. But if you want to keep your features, not going to go over that in this video, but if you want to keep your features, you have to lock the mag. So this is like I said, probably the most popular version of the maglock in California that we have an option to. Just Google AR maglock. I think they're on Gen 4 now. You can find them out there. They're all over the place. So this is just preventing the magazine from coming out unless you're splitting this bottom receiver. So if you put this on your, you know, your AR-15, your AR-10, or your LR-308, whatever you have it, whatever it takes it. And let me preface this: I am not a lawyer, and this is not legal advice, but you should technically, you know, be in compliance with California's, you know, assault rifle laws or whatever. So I like these. At first, when I was building my ARs, I put these on every single thing because I am, you know, as I explained in my first video, I'm way more of a collector than I am, you know, an operator type dude. So I don't want my ARs to look like California compliant ARs with the fins and the flash hiders missing and all this craziness. Like, no disrespect, or I'm not dissing anybody who has those, because, you know, you guys benefit from literally being able to drop your magazines whenever you want. I cannot stand the visual look of that. It looks disgusting to me, and I try to avoid running fins or anything on anything I can if there is a adequate Maglock solution. Sometimes there aren't. There's a lot of guns out there that look really good that are California compliant that you can't get them Maglock because of the way, you know, no one's designed anything yet. So, but luckily for AR-10s and 15s, there's a good amount of options. So I'm briefly going to, and also this has been cleared. Let me just, you know, show you guys. This is 100% clear. God, this thing's heavy. Hold on a second. Come on. There we go. All right. There's nothing in the magazine there. I don't know if you can capture that, but it's totally empty. Nothing's in there. All right. So to actually get the magazine free on this, as you can see, pressing it, magazine is not dropping. I have to pop the rear pin out here. So let me just pop that down, break the action here. And now once the rifle split, then we could drop the mag, and you can see it's empty. So that's, you know, in my opinion, this is a good way. Like, if I had to rank them all out of all the compliance things I'm going to talk about, this would probably be my second favorite way to do it. So yeah, there's that. You can just put that back in there, drop it back down, close your pin, and, you know, you're good to go. So this is the AR Maglock. I think it's the Gen 4. This one is for the AR-10 platform. Excuse me, or AR-308, like DPMS, like lowers and stuff like that. So this is good. And, you know, I take this rifle to the range every once in a while when I get money for 308. It is a little bit more expensive now, so I don't shoot it as much, but, you know, I have a really good time with it. It's definitely an exercise in patience, because but once you get the flow of things, and also if your rear pin is easy to pop out with your fingers or a tool or, you know, a round or something like that, it doesn't make it as painful. So that's one option. I'm gonna save the best option in my opinion for last. So let's move on to the next option here. Grab this. 1 second. All right, here we go. Get this guy on here. All right. Second option is a CompMag. Now, if you are unaware, this is an AKM pattern rifle, but this is a Zastava M70. So this is I'm sorry, this is not an AKM. This is a Yugo pattern rifle, but it's, you know, basically an AK. This is the Zastava M70. Now, this one is locked with what's called a CompMag, and they make these for the AR-15. I don't own any for the AR-15 currently, so I wanted to show you guys what you could do for an AR-15 with a CompMag. You can also do these for AK 47s that take 7.62 39. Excuse me. I don't necessarily know if they make one for 5.45 AKs or 5.56 AKs, but, you know, maybe that's something we can all message them and tell them to, you know, make for us if they start, because I think they're going to start getting a little bit more popular. Not the 5.45, but 5.56, just because the ammo is a little bit more readily available. 5.45, I think a lot of people are going to be out of luck with that. So yeah, so how this works is inside, and I'm not going to remove this because I just don't feel like removing the dust cover, and also this is clear, so, you know, YouTube can see. Oops, drop that down. This is clear. All right, there's nothing in there. All right, so The way this works is this is inserted, and then there's like a screw or bolt that bolts onto this like little piece, and it basically locks it in place. So pressing this is not going anywhere. This is locked in place. And these are all 10 round magazines. Remember, you know, if you're maglocking a rifle in California, you cannot use your Freedom Reek mags that are 30 rounds or more. You have to, if it's maglock, it has to be a 10 round magazine. And here, what you do is when you're ready to load it, you drop this little door down, and you drop this guy here. Let me bring it closer here. You see that? This little thing here. You drop this down. This locks back into place, and then you just load your ammo in here through this door. I don't have any dummy rounds for 7.62, so I'm not going to show you that, but you just put them in there. The best way to do this is actually to, let me come over here, put this here, and it's actually to load it like canted. Like, it's actually to load it like to the side, so they kind of fall down in there a bit. I don't know if I'm getting that. Yeah, don't load it straight up. Load it to the side. And then once you're done, you just put the rounds in between them, and then you're done. You pop this window up. That goes up. You rack, and you're good to go. So this is a really good option for those, especially for AR-15s. One, because, you know, not only do you still kind of get the general look of using a normal looking magazine, which helps if, you know, you don't really want to, you know, have a gun that's all fin gripped out. But if you're going to, like, you know, across states, or you're going somewhere where you can shoot your rifle and it's, you know, the way, you know, Eugene intended, or the way Kalashnikov intended, you can just undo how you know, secured it in the receiver and put your normal mags in. And then when you're ready to come back to California, put this thing back in and make it compliant again. So this is a really good option. I think to me, I mean, if you're not wanting to fiddle around with receivers or do anything like that, you just want something you know, need no crazy tools to install or anything like that, this is probably the best option. These are available everywhere. I think I haven't been to one store in SoCal that doesn't like have these sitting around somewhere. And they're not that expensive either. So if you're really, you know, someone who doesn't have a lot of technical, you know, skills or anything like that, and you don't feel like messing about, you just want to put something in and make sure you're good to go, these are really good options. The biggest thing is going to be loading them. That's the most annoying part about them. That's really it, in my opinion. At first, when I didn't know how to do that canting trick, I was trying to load it like either flat on the table or like up and down, and they were bouncing up around, spinning around. It was terrible. But, you know, once I, you know, read somewhere that you should load it at an angle, you know, like at an angle like that, then it worked really well. So this is a good option. I think this would probably be my third favorite option. I'm a little bit, I kind of like the AR Maglock a little bit better, but they don't make those for the AK. So if you have an AK, this is, and you still want, you know, that look, this is, and to keep your stuff, this is the best option I think we have here in California. I mean, there was another company that a long time ago, I don't know who it was. I wonder if it's MagLatch. I'm not sure. But they had like something where you could use a normal AK mag and then lock it into place here. I don't know what the status on that is if that's even a thing any longer, but, you know, I have no idea. But that used to be a thing. I don't even know if that's legal anymore. I think that was like back around like the bullet button days of all these regulations. But yeah, so this is a good option if you have an AK. Let's move on to another option here, and this is going to be my absolute favorite option that I'm going to show you guys, and then I'll go to a bonus option after this. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, now this is just an M-Lock AR-15 build, 16-inch, you know, kind of basically like the you know, your basic AR-15, you know, it's nothing too crazy. Do a clear check here. That's clear. That is clear, nothing in there. All right, so if you look here, let me bring this up to the camera. See that? Looks pretty normal, right? Yeah. This has a, let me get the name right. This is the Hogue Freedom Fighter Kit. This, in my opinion, is the absolute best way to Maglock a AR-15 in California. With the one caveat is that it does take some technical know-how. You're gonna be drilling some stuff. You're gonna be filing some stuff. You're gonna be cleaning some stuff. It does take it. Like, anyone can do it if you know your way around just general tools and you can work on these. Anybody can do it. Like, I've installed at least, like, I think 6 of these now, and you know, I haven't had an error yet. It's kind of that user friendly, and the directions are clear. And even Brownells even has a video on YouTube showing you how to install one of these. So on the other side, the reason why I like this is I have back here, let me show you guys this guy right here. That is the AR Maglock Kingpin, and that's very similar to this Hellfighter push pin, where you install it and you push it and it splits your receiver in half. So right now the magazine's in here. All right, sorry about guys, technical difficulty, got a phone call. All right, so where were we? Yeah, I was explaining this. Okay, so right now pressing the mag is not dropping, it's locked in there. But if I press this Kingpin here and split the receiver, it pops it open ever so slightly. Can you see that? Ever so slightly. And now you could drop that, and then when you're done, close it back up, reload the magazine when you're ready, and it's locked in place again. So let me kind of show you what this looks like on the inside here. Let me do this again. I'm gonna go ahead and press the Kingpin here, drop that, and it's very easy to take the Kingpin out. You just have to twist it, press it in, twist it, comes out. I'm gonna split this open here. All right, so let me actually do this and pop this pin out. Now it's gonna be difficult. Okay, here we go. All right, let's separate this lower. Okay, so if you look here, that lowers, I don't know if it's gonna capture it, but right here, come on, get in there. There we go. There's a little tiny pin with a spring and a plunger, and you install that in there. Come on, get it. There you go. You install that in there, and that's what's actually keeping the magazine from dropping when the lower is when the upper and lower receivers are met together. That's what's preventing it from dropping the mag. And then once that's actually together and the receivers are together, and you press it, the Kingpin, to release the receiver, it opens for a little bit, and that's how you can get that locked. So let me put this back in. It's hard to do with 2 pins. Oops, sorry, hit my mic. Once again, guys, I'm sorry that the videos are sloppy like this, but listen, we're basically just doing vlogs, so whatever. I'm not planning these incredibly like that. All right, so the other thing, which is why I like this setup in particular, not only does it look the cleanest in my opinion, but this setup in particular is, let me get a dummy round. Hold on. Actually, I don't think I need one for that. You know, the biggest thing with Maglocks is, oh, clearing jams, I don't get my bolt to lock back, all these types of things. But with this setup, if you trim the nub a little bit, and there's a way you kind of just got to file it down slightly, and you can actually get the bolt to lock back. So right now you see the mag's in there, it's not coming out, it's locked. If I see that, see how the bolt's back, split the receiver, drop the mag, close it, the bolt's still locked back. It's still locked back, and then you can send it home. That best part about it, absolute best part about it. So the kit, when you get it, I don't know the price. I think it's around like 60 or so. It comes with all of the parts, but you're gonna need to get some other parts. Once again, I'm gonna task you guys to do your Googles and look up all the other stuff, because it's clear on the website what you need to buy. It's not that expensive. I think getting all the parts together will cost you less than like $80, and it comes with enough for three to do 3 lowers. So I think they're an incredible value. And if you run out of those, but you get more ARs, which you should, you can go to Hogue site and even get kits to just do more receivers without all the other stuff like the block and all that other stuff it comes with. So yeah, I think this is the absolute way to go for me. So it's the Hogue Freedom Fighter kit plus the AR Maglock Kingpin, and then you were compliant as heck. All right, and you can drop your mag. And if you practice enough, and I've seen some people do this, if you practice enough, you can get these reloads pretty quickly. You can be really quick with the reloads. You can be really efficient with these too. So that's why I think it's the best option. Aside from it, obviously just looking the best in my opinion. Now, I said I was gonna do one more bonus option. Let me show you these here, or not these, but this. All right, and once again, I'll go into detail about each of these things at a later date. Right now, I just wanted to kind of do the video on the Maglock situation here. So I'm sure everyone knows what this is. It's an MP5. Yes, we can get these in California. Yeah, you really can. You can have fun in California if you just do your research and learn how to make things compliant. So normally, these will come with a fin grip. This is a PTR 9C-R. So this is the 16-inch rifle version of PTR's MP5 clone, which as far as I'm concerned is a pretty near clone to an actual SP5 or HK MP5. This is a barrel shroud. This is not a suppressor. It just covers the barrel. It does not do any sound modification or anything. It's just to make it not look so ugly with the 16-inch barrel. But this is Maglock. This is Maglock, and I have a part from MagLatch right here that's locking the magazine from being able to be released. So if you're pressing this, the mag's not going anywhere. Now, this is a pretty lengthy process to get this magazine out when you're ready to reload, and you can't load from the injection port. I mean, you could, but you're probably insane for doing that. This is really mostly for looks. When I go to the range, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put the fin grip on so I can easily remove and maneuver the magazine. But at least for, kind of keeping the nice, really detailed, gorgeous lines of the MP5, which is my favorite submachine gun of all time, you do have a Maglock option, lock option from MagLatch. But to remove this, and I'm not going to do it, but to remove it, I have to take the stock off, drop this down, pull this down, jump down, turn around, talk to 3 dragons, get a sword, go to a quest, go to Mordor, come back, and then you can get the mag out. Wouldn't recommend at all. But they also have these for the G3 clones. So if you have a PTR like the full-size battle rifles, like the 308s or anything like that, they'll work for these as well. But you just have to make sure you get that model. But yeah, just wanted to once again kind of go over some of the options we have here in California as far as Maglocks go. I don't think I'm gonna do any videos, at least to my knowledge, for featureless stuff, because I just simply do not like featureless rifles. I just don't. They're just ugly. And I don't see myself using them in any capacity, with the exception of something I may be getting soon. We will see. But stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking it out. Again, sorry if the video is like kind of all over the place. I guess I'll try to put, what do they call those things on YouTube? Like chapters, if you want to skip to something. But once again, this is more so going to just be like a vlog and me talking to you guys about gun stuff. I don't really have a lot of people IRL to talk about it. So, would love to kind of have a conversation in the comments or anything like that. And if you guys kind of want to see more stuff, feel free to comment. One commenter in the last video said he wants to see more of my collection, and that's definitely coming. I'm gonna do a breakdown of my collection pretty soon, because I think I have some pretty interesting stuff. I don't think it's anything no one's ever seen, but it's pretty cool for, I think, a California collection, and also shows that we can definitely have some nice stuff. So thanks again for stopping by and watching the video. This is SoCal Actual. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.